Greetings, ladies and germs. Elton McFall here, and the always beautiful site, historic site of Chambly, Quebec, Canada. There you can see the fort over there. This is the annual Concours d'Elegance, so in other words, the best of the best classic cars, not modified, important to say. And that's why I love this show, because the more I get older, the more I'm back to loving factory original cars. So why am I filming this? Because there's two Skyliner 59 cars together. What are the odds of that? And even more bizarre, look at this Nash Metropolitan, which was on the completely other end of the scale at that time in the late 50s. And it's the same color as this guy here. And this one I'm filming also because I've never seen this car before. This is one of only 3, I think, 59 Skyliners I've ever seen. And it's really cool to see this because I'm doing a painting right now of a 59 Ford Galaxie. And today being the 15th of July 2023. So if you're really young, much younger than me, because wasn't not lucky enough to live in this most amazing era of cars. As you can see, yes, the roof retracted into the trunk, and all that. Even the trunk itself. Look at the size of the trunk cover itself. That was like, come on. All that was motorized, so there was like 5 motors to operate this thing. So you can imagine how much the car weighed, right? And look, the guy even has a personalized plate on there that says retract. I love it. And he's got your typical exhaust tips there, much older exhaust tips, usually on early 50s Fords or older. And look at the old dealer tag here. It said, oh my god, this car's from Quebec. What? From Valley Jonction? You're kidding me. Holy shit, there couldn't have been many of these cars sold, let me tell you, here in Quebec, because this was really, you might as well have been owning a Cadillac at that time. I mean, the Ford Galaxie cost a few bucks, but this is a retractable Skyliner, you know? So, man, that is awesome. Yeah, this is what I started working on last night on my painting, was these taillights. So the interesting part to do is going to be all these lines here. That's going to be fun, but whatever, it'll be worth it. Well, isn't that something? I'm going to get to this guy in a minute, even though I'm sure I filmed it years ago. I love this original. This is completely stock, even though it's restored. It's completely stock. 3-tone interior. Look at that dark brown dash, clock, automatic, Ford-O-Matic. Likely a 352. That was mostly the motors in these cars. But you can see that this was a very gimmicky thing, because although it worked, they only made these for 3 years because it wasn't a huge success they thought it was, because a lot of people figured it was gimmicky. You know, they knew that when a car has this much gizmos on it, it's going to eventually break, basically. You know, so people instead went for a regular convertible. Here's the other one I filmed years ago, which, by the way, I have no doubt actually that this is the same one that the owner's mechanic once let me start it up. He let me start it up. He let me hit the switch here to bring the top up and down. So that was really, really cool. And I think the switch was right there. Because you see, this one here has the optional bumper guards and the other one doesn't. But I don't even know if this one actually is from Quebec. That's the funny thing about it. Whereas this one has that dealer tag, which is really neat. And there's this amazing Packard Caribbean that I saw in Granby in 2018. Incredible car. I actually think John Scotty used to have this car, because I used to receive the VACM magazine for years at that time, and it's over 20 years ago. And this car was in a basement with a lot of other rare cars, like a 59 Eldorado Baritz, for example. What is that, a brochure? What has he got there? Oh yeah, look at that. Yeah, from the brochure. But if that's the same owner that's had this car for many years, he's driven it a lot around the city, because you don't see anybody else driving 50s cars in the city anymore, because people are afraid, because I live in a city of savages. That's what Montreal has become, sorry to say. A bunch of nutjobs, bad drivers, bad roads. That's amazing. It's amazing to see the two of these cars. Look at that! This one also has the same early Ford exhaust tips on it. That's really something. Anyway, that's awesome. I never thought I would see two Skyliner retractables the same year together. That's really amazing. And if that's not cool enough, next to a Caribbean, which is impossible to see or find, here's a 65 Electra, which of course reminds me of a 65 LeSabre that I wish I could have kept, but I didn't because I don't have any money and I'm visually impaired. So there you go. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.